Live from New York, it's Saturday night. Who thought those 7 words would change the course of comedy forever? Change the game. Who would have known? No one at the time knew it. Everyone just thought, man, this was just some kind of counterculture show, shock the system, being live, late night, never been done before. And with a whole bunch of unknowns to ready to lead this cast, Lorne Michaels had faith and trusted the process and believed in the vision. Had to make a lot of compromises in order to do that. Go toe to toe with some of the studio execs. But in the end, he believed in this cast of characters and their talent and believed in what he was doing. He didn't know what the show was. He just had the vision and knew that this was revolutionary television. Saturday night was actually a welcome surprise. I did not think this was going to be any good, but hearing Jason Reitman talk about how he approached this and how he approached this as a play makes it feel much more real, makes it feel much more dynamic. The way the camera moves in and out, flows within the dialogue where we're tracking other people throughout the scene, makes it feel like a much more lively place. And feel like everyone feels organic. It feels lively. It never feels staged. And it's one of the things that I appreciate Jason Reitman's tenacity in doing it in the way that he shot it, because he felt like we needed to do this. He shot this movie 3 different times, which is crazy. Despite some of the factual errors in this movie, I can still enjoy it. But I feel like those factual errors actually made this movie work because they just added more stakes to the movie. It just added to it. And when you go and watch the original pilot from 1975 on Peacock, it illuminates you and really does it really does put things into perspective, and like, how the fuck how did that get on air? And then when you realize NBC didn't even want the show and they just did it as a power play to Johnny Carson, just makes you want you to root for Lorne Michaels even more. Like, they didn't believe in the show. They didn't want it. They were gonna pull the plug on it, and just like, you know what? We're just gonna go with Johnny Carson reruns. They pay. That's money. They didn't believe in the show, which is why this show was set up to fail within the first 3 weeks. Lorne Michaels believed in himself. He believed in his crew. And 50 years later, man, Saturday Night Live is not only an institution, it is the foundation of sketch comedy. I'm not the biggest fan of SNL presently, no. There have been some great moments lately, but I will say, man, this was a damn good movie. I feel like Jason Reitman was the perfect person to tell this story because he grew up in that environment. He grew up around the writers. He worked for Lorne Michaels and was in the writer's room. And I believe that he was the right man to tell this story.